With 6 gold medals, Chris Hoy is Scotland's best ever track cyclist. But while the British cycling team prepared for the Rio Olympics, the retired superstar was getting set for his new challenge, to compete at the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
I spent the last 20 years of my life working on 4-year cycles, aiming towards the Olympic Games, and after retiring from London, it has essentially been a 4-year cycle to make it to Le Mans in 2016. So for me, this is massive. It's not just another race. This is, very much like the Olympics. Every race I've been doing in the car up until now, it's been referencing Le Mans as the end goal. That was good, I've learned lots, it's another step towards Le Mans, and that's what I used to do with the Olympics. It didn't matter what it was, World Cups, World Championships, it was always a stepping stone towards the big one, and this is the big one.
He's the first summer Olympian to compete at Le Mans, and arriving at the Great French Race is the culmination of a long-held ambition.
The first road sign you see that says Le Mans on it as you're approaching, you get that kind of the goosebumps, you get the hairs on your arm standing up, and you realise, wow, this is something special, and that's just as a spectator. When you're actually coming in to drive, to race, to compete, it's, I did have to pinch myself when I came here for race week. You're going to be up against some of the best drivers in the world. The history of the track, the event, obviously there's 24-hour races all around the world, but there's something special about Le Mans.
Hoy had previously done some track days in the brief cycling off-seasons, but Nissan's offer to train him up as a racer using their GT Academy setup was one he hadn't expected.
I wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for the support of Nissan and GT Academy and their ability to take basically novice drivers and bring them through to the level where they can compete against some of the best drivers in the world. It started out just as a hobby, and it became more serious, and I started to sort of move up through the ranks, and then the opportunity to aim for Le Mans came along, and that, you don't turn that down, but I knew that it wasn't something you could just say, yeah, I'll give that a go. I knew that if I was going to commit, I had to really focus on it, and so I was very lucky to be in that position and to have all this support.
The 40-year-old has taken tips from the likes of GT Academy graduate Jan Mardenborough and used the focus that carried him to Olympic glory to switch from the saddle to the race seat.
Once I'm in the car, on the track, the amount of focus, concentration, it's no different to when you're on the bike. It's exactly the same. There's nothing else in the world exists when you're in the car. But the difference, I think, between the driving and the cycling was that my cycling, it consumed my whole life. Every single decision I made was centred around my cycling. What you ate, when you rested, your rest days were rest days. You treated your body like a machine and you wanted to be in the best possible shape. For the driving, you simply can't get out on the track every day. I'd love to be on a track every day, honing the skills, but there's only so much track time you get. And for that reason, you have to really use the time effectively, and that requires focus and concentration.
After winning the European Le Mans Series in an LMP3 car last year, Hoy steps up to the LMP2 category for Le Mans, and it's quite an experience.
When you're out there, like last night, my first laps in the dark at Le Mans, you're going down the Mazan Straight, and suddenly you see a P1 car approaching behind and its lights are flashing, it just lights the whole road up ahead of you. You feel like you're in a video game, it's amazing. It's great during the day, but at night it just goes up another level, and the excitement, the adrenaline, the focus, you take it up to a whole new level.
Hoy and his team may not have had the pace to win their class, but successfully completed the race in 18th overall. He'd desperately like to return to the Circuit de la Sarthe.
Never thought I'd get the chance to race, never thought I'd get the chance to do anything like this, but just the enjoyment, the speed, the adrenaline, the excitement. I hope it's not going to be a one-off. Obviously there's a lot of things out with your control, you have to get the backing to do it, but I don't think it's the kind of thing you just do once and go, yeah, that was great, I'll do something else now. You want to do it again and again, and there's always things I'm sure you can improve and learn from. I think the experience is so important in this kind of event, so I hope it's not a one-off, put it that way.